New sponsor alert, everybody. I want to tell you about my new friends over at Value Sesh. Bang for buck doesn't always have to mean cheap quality. For Value Sesh, it means that they're dedicated to offering the best tasting Delta 9 sweets with solid potency at a totally decent price. They are a family company that loves to share good vibes, and their candy always does the trick without breaking the bank. Try their 50-count bags of taffies, pure Wisconsin honey sticks, and a full menu of signature gummies. They're federally legal, ship right to your door. What don't you like about this operation? Their gummies are great. Their taffies are great. All of their products are good. I tried them myself this last weekend, and I am a new customer. So should you. Try out Value Sesh. Go to valuesesh.com to get yours. That's VALUSESH.com so that you can try out their products yourself. You will not regret it. Value Sesh. Sesh for less. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Your Morning Drive. I am Logan, coming to you from Fireworks Studio in Marietta, Georgia. Shout out to them for having us today. They offer a creative co-working space dedicated to uplifting and supporting the local community. If you want to try out a space like Fireworks, you can do that by, when you book them, use code DRIVE and you can save money and get a free day pass on me. Try the space out. If you're working from home, working from an office you don't love, try a co-working space. You have nothing to lose. You get a free day pass. Book them online or come visit them and tell them that Logan from Your Morning Drive sent you, and they'll hook you up with the free day pass. Before we dive in, hit follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode on whatever platform you're listening on, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple, anything else. Make sure you hit the follow or the subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss an episode. Similarly, leave a review on any of those platforms. Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave a like, leave whatever it takes to give me feedback. I appreciate it tremendously, and it helps the show grow. Lastly, for updates, behind the scenes, sponsor information, everything in between, follow on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok for as long as TikTok survives. But other than that, everything is just at Your Morning Drive. So no matter what platform you're on, we're easy to find. If you want merch, we recently announced a new t-shirt design for Your Morning Drive. It's our first merch drop. So if you're interested in snagging one of those, go to hammerheadcreations.com/shop to get yours. It's a great t-shirt. Maybe I'm biased, but it's comfortable. I was very passionate about it. If I'm going to put out some t-shirts, I want them to be a good quality shirt that's comfy, something that I would want to wear, and I wear it all the freaking time. So go and get you one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get started. My guest today is a fearless dessert visionary who is redefining indulgence through bold creativity and unapologetic joy. As the founder of Bomb Babes, she's turned a pop-up side hustle into a luxury dessert brand known for its oversized truffle-style cake bombs. With a background in hospitality and event management, she brings sharp business savvy to every layer of her growing operation. Her work isn't just about sweets, it's about feminine power, bold moves, and doing things a little differently. Please welcome my new friend, Katie Cruz.
Woohoo, and the crowd goes wild, you know?
Katie, do most people call you Katie?
Yeah, Katie. Katie's
Cruz.
good. I tried to go by Catherine, but
Really?
yeah, it doesn't stick. If you say, hey, Catherine, I'm like, la, 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 la. And then you're like, hey, Katie. And I'm like, what?
That's so funny you say that, because for my wife's whole life, she was called Katie by her whole family, friends. Everyone called her Katie. But when she like packed up and moved from Nashville to Georgia and to like reset, she just was like, I'm Catherine. And so like whenever I go to her family reunions or holidays or whatever, I just hear Katie this, Katie this, Katie this. But if I call her Katie, she gets mad at me. She's like, no, Katie.
That's so funny. No, I tried. I tried to be a Catherine, my OG roots Catherine, but it just, it just doesn't stick. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, when people call me Catherine, I feel like it's like,
You're in
well,
trouble.
number one, I don't hear you because like, who the hell is Catherine?
Yeah.
And then also I feel like I'm in trouble, like you said, you know. So I'm over there like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do?
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here, Katie. I'm really excited. We've been hyping this up for quite some time. Between little things like meeting at the gala, whatever it is.
Gala?
Gala.
Yeah.
But somebody called it gala once, and I was like, oh, am I an idiot calling it gala?
No.
Is
no.
it like data and data?
It might be like
the same.
Might be like praline and praline.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. I worked at Godiva really, for a little bit. And this lady came in and I was trying to sell her some pralines. And I said, we have really fantastic pralines. And then my fucking manager comes over and he goes, Catherine, they're called pralines.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Honestly, it's like, I don't know.
Sounds like
honestly, it's like nuts and chocolate.
Okay. Nuts and chocolate.
And other things.
Okay.
But I was like, praline.
I don't know why, like when you say that, I think of Pringles. I don't know. Maybe it's just starts with a P and I'm just like
I don't know.
fat. So I just think of Pringles.
You just love Pringles? Yeah.
I just love Pringles.
Yeah.
Like someone whips out a tube. I'm like, I'm fucking going in on those Pringles.
You're going to eat the whole tube.
Oh, and
you're going to go down on a tube.
One sitting.
Yeah.
One sitting.
Okay. I can't say I'm not a Pringles fan, except the only fun thing to do with Pringles is the duck lips.
Yeah. Of course.
That's it.
Yeah.
But then
sure.
Just unsatisfying.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
I feel that. Well, yeah. So we met at the gala for Pacific Law, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which shout out to Wendy and crew for inviting me. Wendy has been, she'll openly admit this, so this isn't like a dig, but I only got invited to that gala solely and it must have been fate because otherwise we wouldn't be here probably.
Right.
But
probably.
We probably would have met at some point, but maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm very shy, believe it or not.
Really? Very
shy.
Man, I'm not. But then you put a camera in my face and I get a little like.
But like at your ribbon cutting,
yeah.
Like I didn't talk to a soul.
Oh, really?
Except for like Jen, who I know, and Gretchen, who I know.
No, I'm always going up to strangers and talking to them. But
people think that, but I do not.
No, you put a camera in my face and I'm like, or like if I'm on an interview or talking to somebody that I don't know. It's like if the camera's in my face, then all of a sudden I get all weird. Or last night I took myself out on a selfie date.
Nice.
And I went to Eddie's attic and I listened to this amazing singer, LB Phaser. And I got there and I was like, oh my God, I don't know anybody. And that was the whole point, right? Because I didn't go with anybody. I didn't go with any intention of meeting anybody. I just went to experience something new. And I was in there and I was like, oh my gosh, I should leave. I'm all by myself. This is weird, And I was like, no, you're going to stay. You're going to stay. And so anyways.
I want to talk about that. I like that. But going back to Wendy. So I solely got invited to that because I've been trying to get her on the podcast for like 6 months, and she's just, as busy as she is.
I've been trying to just talk to Wendy for like a solid 6 months. So Wendy, I'm calling you out.
Are your texts just all one-sided?
I don't even bother texting her.
It's tough.
But I'm not a texter, so.
True.
Anyway.
True. So.
I'm a voice note person.
Yes. Which I appreciate because no one uses those.
Yeah, no.
Very effective.
I'm too fucking busy to sit there and write a whole dissertation.
I get that. So she invited me. She was like, listen, to prove to you that I'm not trying to blow you off, I want you to come to this event. Bring your wife, bring whoever you want. I just want you to know that I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just really fucking busy. And I was like, bet, sounds great. I was like, am I going to know anyone there? And she was like, yeah, you've done podcasts with a few of the guests that are going to come, like Jen and like Gretchen's on the schedule. I'm going to talk to her here in July. But she was like, yeah, just come, just to prove to you that I'm not trying to blow you off. And I was like, sick. And I haven't talked to her since because she's so busy. And I asked Jen about it, honestly. Hopefully by the time this comes out, me and Wendy hook something up.
Probably not.
Probably not. Jen was just like, dude, don't overthink it. She's just slammed.
Yeah, no. I see Wendy at Monday Morning Brews. And
she told me to come to that.
You should. It's a good group.
Here's my thing. We're going all over the place already.
I know.
We're not even going to talk about bomb banks. It's just
we will.
We will. That's the purpose here.
Yeah.
She told me to do that. And I met the other guy, the guy that she does it with, the bald guy.
Ben.
Yes.
Ben Thornton. Yeah.
Yes, Ben Thornton.
With Capital Mortgage.
Yes. And I met him and he was very nice.
Oh, he's great.
And he's like, dude, you should come to the thing. And I was like, yeah, but my thing is I just hate the networking that isn't. Hold up. I hate the everyone gather around a circle and tell me about yourself shit.
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
To be fair, it does feel a little bit like.
It's like high school.
No, it feels like AA, but for business owners. Like, hi, my name's Katie. I'm the owner of Bomb Babes. And everyone's like,
hi Katie. Yeah, see, that shit like makes my skin crawl.
So, but I love the groups because I found so many great friendships and just so many different opportunities within those groups. So I love them.
I know. And that's what kills me is I work from home for my full-time job on Monday. So I definitely could go. Like, and I've told my boss, I texted my boss the next day after the gala and I was like, hey, I got invited to this networking group. It's on Mondays at this time. And she was like, cool, go.
Yeah, no. And it's also good for me because I'm a social butterfly.
Sure.
You know, I'm like a golden retriever puppy. I'm like, hey, hi. Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? You know,
and that happened at the gala.
Yeah, no, that's
you posted up at your little table. You were comfy at the high top.
I was. I had a drink in hand, which was a fake drink because I don't drink.
Yep.
And I was posted up, and then you guys came by.
Yep.
And you said something about hosting podcasts, and I was like, hey, do you wanna bump uglies?
Yeah.
You know? And then we just, bumped our phones together.
Did the phone thing.
Yeah.
No one ever does.
I know. I actually forgot about that until you did it. You were bumping uglies with somebody.
I did. I
just before me.
Jordan from what's his called?
Junkman.
Junkman. Yes.
Yes.
I bumped uglies with him. I need to text him. So good reminder there.
He's also a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bumped uglies with him, and then you were like, but we didn't call it bumping uglies.
Yeah. Well, you and Jordan. Yeah.
And you were like, I'll bump uglies. Or something like that. And I was
I was like, do you want to bump uglies? And you're like, I'm sorry. What did you just say to me?
Yeah. And immediately from that get-go, I was like, oh, she'd be fun to be friends with, have a business relationship with if it comes to that, but just also like just be a fun face that you see out and about in the community doing shit. Because ultimately, me and Jordan were doing this, but you came up to me and said, you want to bump uglies to a complete stranger whose wife was standing right next to him.
Yeah.
It was not even like meant to be like that.
But
it was just I think in my head, like a ballsy move. Like I wouldn't have said that, but immediately I was like, oh, she's cool because she is unapologetically herself.
Yeah, no, I'm very forward.
Right.
And it could be a lot for some people. I realize that, but I'm just very like, how do I want you to remember me? Well, first of all, I want you to remember me, period. You or anyone otherwise that I meet, right? I want to be remembered. And what better way than to immediately say something shocking or audacious, like, you want to bump uglies?
Yeah. And then you're like, what? And you're like, our phones.
No, we're just exchanging information.
Rather than us doing that lame thing where we just hand each other our phones and we all like awkwardly stand there while you're punching in your number on our phone. Let's just bump.
Or the business card thing where we hand each other business cards that get thrown in the back of somebody's car or purse or pocket to be washed.
Or if you're a weirdo like me, you collect business cards and you have like a stash of business cards that you never look at. You just add the new business cards to the stash and you're like, look at all my business cards.
Yeah.
And then you shut the box and move on.
I have a lunchbox full of business cards, but I actually did recently update all of my contacts. So I'm feeling pretty on top of the world right now.
Like you programmed all of them into your phone?
Not into my phone. I put them in my CRM.
Ooh, your database. What do you use?
I use Square. So I have a huge mailing list of over 1,000 people.
Hell yeah.
And everybody has to do that. List. Yeah. I mean, I don't do shit with my mailing list. I need to.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. My gosh. It would be so worth it. And I pay for fucking email subscription.
You pay for it and you don't use it, homegirl? Well, I'm a hypocrite because I do too.
Okay.
I pay through Squarespace. Like they're my website.
Yeah, no, I like Squarespace. I don't like Square as the website, but
Right.
like Square and Squarespace are two different.
Right.
So Square uses Weebly. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's not as customizable.
Weebly is not fun. I don't like Weebly.
Yeah, no, Squarespace is great, but I wanted something to integrate with my POS system
For sure.
directly. So
For
now
sure.
we're stuck with Square forever and ever, unless somebody wants to do my website for free.
For free?
Just kidding. I know it's a lot of work.
What if we did it? I mean, we're not going to have a full-blown marketing consultation right now, but we should. Do you sell your stuff on the website?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
And so how does that work? They place an online order and then they pick it up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not shipping anything.
No, not currently.
Okay. Is that the plan?
That is the plan.
Okay.
I don't know how to get all the parts going, but
Okay.
we'll get there.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. We'll talk about it at some point because I can do that as well. That's another freaking hat that I wear. New sponsor alert, everybody. Yeah, you heard me right. New sponsor alert. This episode is sponsored by Inkwell Publishers, a nonprofit publishing house that believes in the power of storytelling to shape lives, spark imagination, and leave a lasting impact. Inkwell exists to support meaningful stories and amplify voices that deserve to be heard. If you're ready to share your story with the world or volunteer your time and talents to use storytelling as a platform for good, email inkwell@inkwellpublishers.com or visit their website, inkwellpublishers.org. That's INKWELL Publishers. Email them at inkwell@inkwellpublishers.com or visit inkwellpublishers.com. But anyway, dude, so tell me about you. I mean, you are one of the weird exceptions to my podcast rule. And that is when I bump uglies with someone, I get their information, they're interested in hanging out with me, they're interested in doing the podcast with me. I usually say, okay, let's book a date and then fuck off. And we don't talk. We've maintained kind of a friendship over the past couple months. And so like you've picked my brain about stuff. I've picked your brain about stuff. I went to your ribbon cutting, which was really cool to see. So we've talked a little bit, but I've strategically like not asked you about yourself because I didn't want to like make this feel forced.
Right.
So I purposely not asked you how like Bomb Babes has started, but I've had plenty of opportunities to.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I hope you haven't thought like, well, this guy like hasn't asked me about like my day. Or
no,
anything.
I don't, number one, I don't have time to, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that you and I just have a natural sort of I like a witty friendship with people, you know? So like if I can spar with somebody mentally, it's fun for me. So we've had that and I've really appreciated that.
Sure.
I've not ever once felt like,
Slighted.
oh my God. Yeah. I feel, I don't care that you don't ask me about how Bomb Babe started. Like save it for the podcast, So that doesn't bother me at all.
So let's go back before we get to Bomb Babes. I mean, so like, where are you from originally? Are you from Georgia? Parents, siblings? What's the kind of origin story to Katie Cruz?
Well, we'll get started here. Back in December of 1990, my parents, doing the ugly.
Yeah, they bumped uglies. Yeah.
But it was right after my mom had jaw surgery. So my mom was theoretically on pain pills when she was pregnant with me. So maybe that's what's wrong with me.
Wow.
Ultimately.
Shout out to mom.
I know, right? When she found out she was pregnant with me, she was like, oh shit, I better stop taking these pain pills.
I know nothing about childbirth except that it's a lot harder than I was led on to believe.
Oh God.
Does that chemical, is that like drinking while you're pregnant?
I guess. I don't know, honestly. This was the 90s, so people did whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah.
No, they did whatever they wanted to do,
Sure.
So, anyways, and then I was born in 1991. We'll go all through my childhood.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, tell me about first grade.
First grade. I think her name was Miss Rob,
Miss Rob. That's a tough one.
No, yeah, I grew up here, Alpharetta area before Alpharetta became what it is today.
Sure.
It was well on its way, but it was not the way it is now.
It wasn't like the shopping and the higher end.
It's not like cheap LA.
Yeah.
That's what I think about when I think of Alpharetta as like cheap LA.
Have you been to LA?
Yeah.
I've not.
I went in November this past year and it was, mean, I wouldn't ever go back to LA specifically. No, LA fuck off. I mean, LA is probably cool,
Yeah, hopefully y'all are all right down there.
but also fuck the Dodgers for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because Yankees fan.
Okay.
The
That
Dodgers.
sucks. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck.
I ultimately don't give a fuck either,
Yeah.
but that the World Series was rough last year.
Sure.
So it
Yeah.
was hard. It was hard on the family, you know?
So does your parents still live here?
Yeah.
in
So my
Georgia?
parents are originally from Michigan.
Okay.
And they moved down way before I was born.
Sure.
And I'm the only one in my family that is from here.
Okay. So you have older siblings then?
Yeah, they're 10 and 14 years apart from me. So I have two sisters. One of them is like my close friend.
Okay.
And the other one, I don't talk to her.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that if you want to.
Yep, we'll leave that right
Okay,
there.
cool.
I mean, she's my sister, and if she ever needed me, I would be there for her. But otherwise, we're not gonna exchange pleasantries. Yeah.
Sure. Understood. Understood.
Yeah. But my other sister and I, she's like my best friend. So
Does she live here as
she
well?
lives in fucking Swanee.
Swanee.
Like the audacity of her to live so far away.
That is gross.
It is gross.
Who lives in Swanee?
Apparently my sister. Apparently. And it sucks because like if we lived closer to each other, we would definitely get together probably
All the
every
time.
night. But she's like my best friend. I talk to her almost every day. And then if I don't hear from her, I'm like, where the fuck have you been? I was about to send out a search party for you. What the hell's going on? So yeah.
Okay. Cool. So family's here. High school athlete at all?
Okay, so I was on the basketball team and I was on the soccer team, but I would not call myself an athlete. I was the bench warmer.
Relatable.
Like by choice, because I enjoyed the practices. I did not enjoy participating in the game.
Do you think it was like the pressure of like this actually matters? This isn't just like passing the ball to your teammates in the
and
gym?
also I don't like to be yelled at. So if you yell at me, I will immediately shut down.
Yeah.
So like when the coaches are yelling at you from the sidelines, I know they're not like yelling at you,
but they're just like, Katie, hustle.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck you, I'm not gonna hustle.
Yeah, like I'm gonna walk now.
Yeah, actually, when you just did that, it like triggered in me. Like I am not fucking doing that. Shut the fuck up, you know. So
I just sparked some trauma for you.
Not even trauma, just a reaction of like, no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna tell me what to do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I was pretty difficult. I'm not gonna sit here and say I was some angel of a teenager or some angel of a child. Like I mean, when I was a kid, probably I was nice. But as a teenager, I was very rebellious. Very like, don't tell me what to do.
Independent.
I've always been that way. I've always had trouble just like submitting to authority. And like, if you start telling me what to do, then I'm not going to do it, period. You know,
Sure.
I just, if you have to kind of like coax me into it, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Right. So are you very like type A?
I guess.
Like
yeah.
very like.
No, when I think type A, I think rigid. So I'm not.
Me asking that, by the way, if you're a type A, I don't know why I did, because I don't know what the types are.
Okay, well.
I know there's type A and type B. Is there a type C and D?
Like, I mean, there might be.
There should probably be.
There should definitely probably be.
Why did we just stop at B?
Maybe there's like, only two types of people.
This kind of person and this kind of person.
Well,
no exceptions.
Britney Spears says there's only two types of people in this world.
It's true.
So maybe that's
Britney
why.
did say that. Okay, so bench warmer, didn't really call yourself an athlete. I relate. I was on a bunch of teams, but my contribution to the team was always very little.
Yeah, no, the only sport that I ever thrived in, did really well in, was equestrian sports. So I rode horses for a long time. I was on the Roswell equestrian team, and we won like state something,
cool,
which I don't know.
Do you still dabble with horses?
Not so much anymore, mainly because I'm trying to do all my marketing and my business, everything in the business. So maybe if marketing was taken off my plate, I would go and ride horses.
Oh,
you know?
Got it.
I'm just saying.
Understood.
Just saying.
Understood. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I rode horses. And I think I like that the most because nobody was yelling at me, and it's a very silent sport. And it's all about muscle control and reading body language. Because if you don't read the horse's body language, you're going to get fucked up. So
I am absolutely afraid of horses.
really?
But only from like not like a fear of like, I'm afraid that they're going to like attack me. It's more of just like a respect.
Yeah,
kind of like that they're this
everyone should
fucking
have
huge animal that
yeah.
that could at any point attack me and probably hurt me really bad or kill me.
Okay, well, number one,
Will it though?
horses don't want to attack you.
Right, but like it could.
No, if they did, it would be because they're a big dumb idiot.
Yeah,
that's why.
The horse or the person?
No, both, but mostly like horses are not.
Yeah, they're not.
They're smart,
that guy.
But they're also sometimes so unaware of their body, and like they just don't get it.
Like clueless that they're this like, I don't know how much they weigh, but I'm gonna just say like 2-ton animal.
Yeah, they're
not
a little bit
heavy.
dumb sometimes. They just get stupid. So I loved that though, because you gotta like learn to read their body language and read who they are, and kind of just give them that respect of space.
Sure,
and it's cool. So I love like being around horses, and yeah, so that was cool. My favorite part though was I actually trained horses for a hippotherapy program, which is a program for kids that have disabilities to ride horses. So I basically had to bomb-proof horses and teach them how to move their bodies, how to respond, how to stop on command. We did like verbal commands, everything. It was really cool. It was a really cool experience. So
that is really cool.
Yeah. So that was really my I really didn't enjoy going to the shows because it felt like, oh, you're just showing off your skills. Who cares about your skills? Like, look at how the horse behaves before and after your time with them, rather than like what you look like on the horse. So I mean, no shade to those professional athletes, because holy shit, that's a lot of work. And I know several professional equestrian athletes, but yeah, I could not do that. That wasn't my thing. I liked taking a broken horse and turning it into a not broken horse. So
that's really cool. Yeah, it's always been like a respect thing, because like you see them and like, because it's really easy to just like look at an animal from like either a distance or like on TV and be like, oh, it's just an animal. But then like when you're standing up against a horse and you put your hand on it and you just feel it breathing and you're just like, holy shit, this is a unit of an animal.
Yeah. No, it's intimidating for sure. But I say we. Who the hell is we? I don't know.
I was also thrown off a horse at one point.
Oh yeah.
As like a young boy.
Yeah.
Because a dog ran from underneath the horse and spooked the horse. And ever since then, I was like, I don't fuck with horses.
So that's exactly what I would do, is I would put horses specifically in situations that I know would scare the shit out of them and would make them go nuts, or like, freaked out or something. So like the horses can't see the color blue. So when you have a big blue tarp on the ground, they just see it as, holy shit, there's a giant hole. We better avoid it. But instead, I would make them just walk over it. And, at
so
first
that they could be like, huh.
Yeah, not a big deal. And the sound of it also sounds weird to them. I would take a giant yoga ball and have somebody throw it at me while I was riding, and the whole point is to teach them, hey, don't respond to that stimulus. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm doing, So it was super cool. I love doing that. If I could do that again, I would totally do that. So if you own any horses that need bomb proofing, let me know.
Wow. Bomb proofing?
Yeah, bomb proofing.
Wow. So you do a lot of things with bombs.
Apparently so.
Bomb babes, bomb horses. Also, happy the day after we bombed Iran. To all who observe. So if that gives you a timeline on when this was recorded. We bombed Iran last night, so let's see how that goes. Hopefully for the better, because apparently they're a scary, scary country that has a lot of nuclear power. So hopefully they no longer do. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been following that. It kind of freaks me out to follow the news too closely. It
freaked me out reading it. Yeah, because I was just like chilling at home alone last night, and like.
And then you find out.
Maybe had some substance, and then someone was just like, we just bombed Iran. And I was like, bullshit. And then I looked at social media.
And social media
scared the shit out of me.
You know, TikTok's where you get all the news from.
So shout out to Iran. Hope they're doing all right. Or maybe not. I don't know. They're the ones that did 9/11. So maybe I don't.
The bad ones.
The bad ones.
The bad ones we don't want to be all right.
The innocent people that are just there because they were born there and they don't know anything different. I hope you're all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, so horses, did you ever think that was going to be your life? Because it sounds like you did a lot of work with that. So were you ever steering yourself on that path and then something changed, or did you think it was just a phase? Like,
I thought that I would be around horses for the rest of my life, to be honest. I had a horse. Her name was Delilah.
Ooh, hey there.
Hey. Actually, her show name was also Hey There, Delilah. Oh, wow. But it was Hay, you know, play on words.
I like it a lot.
She was a former racehorse, and her race name was Fabby Go-Go. I don't. They come up with
a 2-year-old name.
I don't listen. I don't know where the fuck these people come up with these dumbass horse racing names. That is a dumb one. Fabby Go-Go.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah. So I got her, and she was fucking crazy, and she was dumb and uncoordinated. So I had to teach her how to use her whole body because she's an idiot. And so that was cool. But I thought I would at least forever have horses. But then I got pregnant and I had complications in my pregnancy. And so I couldn't go to the barn. I couldn't ride. And then she developed an injury and she required more like daily care, twice a day care. And I couldn't do that because I was pregnant and couldn't even get out of bed. So that was really obnoxious because I'm not a horizontal person. I'm a very vertical, moving around kind of gal, you know.
Understood.
Yeah.
Speaking of pregnant, you know what you should do you know what you shouldn't do when you're pregnant?
Take drugs.
And you shouldn't drink. But if you're not pregnant, I want to tell you about the next partner of your morning drive today, and that's Good Days canned cocktails. Boom. Check them out. Let that sink in. Good Days are a classic cocktail brand created in a convenient, ready-to-drink format to meet the need for a quality pre-mixed cocktail on any occasion. Be the first to try out their cocktails. They're local people. Marietta and Athens are where their co-founders are from, and they just went out to create a real cocktail with real spirits, real fruit juice, no artificial sweeteners, and they just set out to make a good cocktail, and they did. They have 4 great flavors: vodka lime, gin and juice, whiskey, and a vodka cranberry flavor. They're great. They're fun. Take them to the pool, take them to the boat, take them to the lake, take them to the beach. Good Days canned cocktails. drinkgooddays.com/pages/find us so that you can see if Good Days is sold near you. Of course, you need to be 21 years or older to drink, and preferably not pregnant. Anyway.
Well, you could be like Snoop Dogg sipping on gin and juice.
Hey, do you like that segue?
Yeah.
It's always fun to try to like pivot the conversation.
Yeah.
Be like, speaking of pregnant, you know what you shouldn't do when you're pregnant is drink these guys. But
shout out to all the not pregnant ladies.
Yeah, shout out to them. And shout out to the pregnant ladies. Hope you're doing all right.
What if you don't drink?
If you don't drink, then don't drink Good Days. If you don't drink, then you should have you should hit up our friend Brittany Hyde.
Yes.
She's probably got a solution for you.
Oh, yes. Brittany Hyde. I love Brittany.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brittany texted me the other day and she was just like, we should do a reunion pod. And I was like, sounds great. I interviewed her like when the show first started. So she's one of the OGs.
That's cool.
And she was super dope. She like brought me some stuff to try. She brought me like this like popcorn that was like alcohol flavored, but not any alcohol contained in it or something. And it was so good. So good. And yeah, she brought me like some, they're not called mocktails. She calls them something else. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm not going to even try. But she doesn't like the word mocktail.
No, I'm very aware of that.
It's been such a long time, but
no, she doesn't. She doesn't like that. I love her. And in the beginning, I actually thought her business was like kind of crazy. Like, who the fuck is going to go and hang out at a sober bar? But as it turns out, I don't drink anymore.
Yep.
And I went on a selfie road trip a couple weeks ago up to Chattanooga.
Okay.
And I wanted to do something. And every time I would go to to be fair, I was at a bar, but like every time I was at a bar, I was at least hopeful that they had some sort of non-alcoholic options.
Other than a Sprite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's her shtick is like, I wish there was something other than a Coke
And
or a
so
Sprite.
now that I am not drinking at all, I understand her business concept more because I mean I'm at this bar and there's nothing for me to drink other than like a Sprite and lime and make it look like I'm drinking a cocktail, but I don't want to drink a cocktail, you know? So that's
So do you mind if I ask you about that?
yeah, no, it's
So you don't drink anymore. That implies that you drank at one point, right? Was it, I'll let you kind of steer the ship on it, but was it a problem? Was it a health decision? Tell me
both.
kind of about that.
Yeah, so it's kind of both. I wouldn't say, okay, there are some people in my history that might say that, yeah, she had a problem at some point, but it was never like I woke up and, oh my God, I have to have a drink. I never felt like that. I just really started getting on this. Well, okay, last year, in July, almost a year ago, actually, I was almost 200 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And I was throwing up every single time I would eat. So I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, and I wasn't pregnant. So I was like, what is going on? It was like every time. And to the point where I couldn't even have my morning coffee. And so I'm like, this is bullshit. So then I had to switch to tea and I switched to green tea, but I was still throwing that up. And so it was just crazy. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I went to the doctor. And they did an endoscopy and a colonoscopy. And I was like, oh, it feels like college again. Wake up, you don't know what's in your ass and in your mouth, you know? I'm just kidding. Mom, if you see this.
All right.
You can leave that in.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Georgia State, but I'm a dropout.
Okay, bet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that part of the story, but anyway, continue.
Yeah, who cares about, I went to college. But that relates to
Milledgeville.
drinking.
Yeah, true.
So.
True. You partied then?
I partied for a long time, and I'm not like a clubber. I just,
Yeah.
Whatever.
You just go to bars and get fucked up.
No, I usually would get fucked up at home.
Yeah.
With friends.
Yeah. It's cheaper that way.
Yeah. Or like, have you ever played Edward 40 Hands?
Edward 40 Hands? Oh, is that the thing where they like tape a bunch of beers to your hands?
You tape 2 40s to your hands and then you go on an adventure of your choice, like a hike or.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, I played that.
What I want to do is hike sober, let alone if I'm intoxicated.
Okay. Well, hiking while you're drunk with 2 40s taped to your hands is an interesting experience.
So what do you just like take duct tape and fucking...
absolutely. And you can only take it off after you finish your drink. So
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
But horrible.
No, for sure. When I was in college, like when I was much younger, in my early 20s, I was dating a Russian guy. So, ever been to a Russian dinner? Have you ever been to a Russian dinner?
No.
At a Russian dinner, they have like an appetizer and a shot. And then they have a cheese plate sometimes or fruit or something, and then a shot. And then the main course, and then shots throughout main course.
Okay, so now I have more questions. Okay, pause right there. Is the shot something that like, okay, so let's just say appetizer. I doubt this is the appetizer, but just for the ease of conversation, mozzarella sticks.
Right.
Everyone grabs a mozzarella stick, everyone dips, everyone eats it, they finish it, and then they go, okay, shot.
Yeah,
so
pretty
it's
much.
like an organized thing.
It is an organized thing.
Shot
yeah.
Before we move on to the next course.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's like a cultural
ritual
thing. Yeah, it's weird. It's probably to keep warm because Russia's so cold.
Maybe. But they also love, is it a shot of vodka?
Yes.
I was going to say it's definitely vodka that you're doing shots of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So dating this Russian guy, we had, shots all the time. We drank all the time, it was crazy. Like we went to one of my birthday dinners. I invited his family and they snuck in vodka to the restaurant. And they were going in and out of the parking lot, drinking in the parking lot, and then coming back. And like, this was a nice restaurant. Like, we were at like Checkers, the seafood place.
You're not at Chili. And people are just doing
Yeah,
shots
no,
in the parking lot.
they're like, hey, excuse me, just 1 minute. I have to run to my car to grab something. And they're like, run into the car and they grab their little flask or whatever. And they're like, you know, and he was he was one of the kind of guys that you would celebrate the holiday after because everything goes on sale. Also,
Are Russians inherently cheap?
he's
Like,
also Jewish.
did you notice that though? Like about his family? Like,
God,
are they
yeah.
cheap?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Like cutting every corner.
Yeah, like it's just like everything.
Really?
I can't even.
Shout out to the Russians.
They got their shit together. They drink and they save money.
They know what they like. They drink and they save money.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds like a good lifestyle.
I mean,
honestly.
it's
except for the drinking part. They should probably cut that down a little.
no, whatever. It's to keep warm. Russia's cold.
Yeah.
How else are you gonna stay?
You ever been to Russia?
I've not been to Russia.
I'd love to go.
Yeah, it'd be
just
cool.
to see it.
Yeah, but yeah. So, anyways, I drank a lot through my college years. In fact, like my friend and I, we used to rent the study room at Georgia State in the library, and we would get fucked up in the study room. We would go down to the liquor store that was like 10 blocks away, conveniently located, and we'd be like, oh, we're just gonna go for a little quick walk, you know, and we'd go to the liquor store and then we would go back to the library, go to the study room that we had rented, and we would just drink in there and under the guise of studying. So we had messed up Mondays, twisted Tuesdays, wasted Wednesdays, thirsty Thursday, fucked up Friday, shit face Saturday, and oh shit Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you were friends with Katie at this time, you might say she had a problem.
Yeah, yeah. But it wasn't I really didn't drink that often. It was just like, you know. Yeah.
Like were you having drinks alone?
I think at some point I did. But it wasn't enough for me to like sit there and specifically remember, oh yeah, remember that time I had so many drinks and all that, you know, all that stuff. So I have a daughter, and this was another eye-opening thing for me, right? So I have a daughter, and she was really little, and we were in Puerto Rico visiting family, and we were also, what were we there for? I mean, we were obviously to see family, but also oh my God, my husband at the time, he had a job in Puerto Rico. And so we were staying at this nice hotel, and one of his boss and her husband was there, and him and I would go down to the pool while they were at work, and we would drink all day. And my daughter was like 2 at the time, maybe even younger than that. So she was like not really aware of what we were doing. Right. So we would go down by the pool and we would drink. And at some point I had the stroller. So at some point we were in the elevator and I was trying to like roll it into the elevator, and all you could hear was this clanking of bottles, you know, from our activities. And like, it didn't stand out to me then, but in reflection, it's like, okay, you could have done better things with your time. So, yeah, I don't know. So that was eye-opening for me. For me, just drinking really became just not important anymore. You know, I've got my business, and I'm very focused on that, and drinking takes away from that for me. It takes me off edge, and I like to stay sharp. I like to stay in control of my thoughts and my actions, and drinking lowers all of my inhibitions, and next thing you know, I'm dancing naked on a table. It's just I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I've had my fair share of drunken stories
and fun and
now I'm finding new ways to have fun, you know, like I said, selfie dates at Eddie's attic, and just kind of just doing activity, like living life and not letting alcohol ruin it. So when we met at the gala, I had a fake drink. It looked like a cocktail, and I was acting like I was drunk, but I was totally sober, and it was so much fun to pretend to be drunk.
Yeah.
Because then I could just turn it off and turn it on and be like, whatever.
Yeah. So like going back to our friends, so like will you like, is it that, I mean, it's complicated because it's not like you had like, it's not like you were a bumbling like alcoholic.
Yeah, no.
So like, will you have a drink that like Brittany has? Like, will you have one of her sober cocktails or
Yeah.
like her THC infused stuff?
Not THC stuff.
Okay.
No.
So you won't do that
No.
either.
No. No.
No
I don't.
substance.
No substances.
Okay.
I
Understood.
just I get all freaked out. I think everybody hates me, and then I hate me, and then I
Like when you're high?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The last time I got high was like 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it was after a surgery, and I took a gummy, and I was so paranoid about everybody, and I was like, oh my God, everybody hates me.
Yeah.
And
after that, you were like,
specifically my niece. I thought my niece, she didn't know I was high. Like,
Yeah.
but the way she was looking at me, I was like, oh my God, she knows I'm high.
Right.
You know? And so
Right.
I was freaking out. And I was so scared. So like in the middle of a party, I went upstairs and hid, which is not common for me. So
Sure.
So yeah, I wouldn't do THC infused, but her other things, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, there's actually a whole like new, I say new, but I don't know if it's new, but this whole wave of drinks, and it's not mocktails, and it's not like sodas
CBD or
and shit.
THC or anything like that.
It's like, I guess they're called healing mocktails. So it's like teas and mushrooms and shit, like not to get you fucked up, but like to actually heal your body.
Huh.
So going back to my story of like when I, reminded me of college days,
Yeah. Yeah.
after I had my endoscopy and my colonoscopy, they came back and they were telling me, oh, you have this and this and this, and you have all these problems. And I was like, holy shit, like that's a lot of problems to have, Ultimately, I didn't have any of those. They sent all that stuff off for further testing, and luckily, I didn't have any of the problems that this big ass laundry list of shit they gave me.
Sure.
So I just decided to cut a lot of things out of my diet because I was not feeling good anyway. So I was like, okay, well, if I keep doing the same shit over and over again, I'm just gonna keep getting the same results. So why would I do that? So I cut out a lot of stuff from my diet. So I limit my fats to 8 teaspoons per day. Now, not every day, because some days I like me some butter, but nothing fried. I don't eat anything fried. No tomatoes, no onions, no garlic. Well, light garlic, just not fresh garlic. I used to like eat garlic cloves. So maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Or all the alcohol, in the past. But anyway,
Sure.
I don't drink because of it. The last time I drank was in October. We had a Halloween party, and I drank just not a lot. I didn't get crazy, but I had a couple shots, and the next day I was throwing up blood. So I was like, okay, I think
we're done.
Yeah. And so I haven't drank since.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So
thanks for telling me about that. I appreciate you opening up and telling me about that, because I know I hate that. I have a cousin who is sober for a reason, and for the longest time afterwards, he would go to a party and he would grab a red Solo cup and put water in it or something, and just like, oh yeah, I'm drinking too, and like, oh, you don't drink, why? And it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like the way that he would like explain that to me, like now. It's so funny, like when it happens to someone you care about, you kind of just change your whole perception on that whole thing. So now, like, never catch me asking someone like, oh, you don't drink? Well, why is that? I'm never going to do that unless we're in this setting.
Right.
But like, I'm going to say, oh, you don't drink? That's cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you sipping on then? If you're not drinking, then what is that? Ask questions that like aren't awkward and like, oh, you don't drink? Well, you must be a fucking addict, or
Yeah.
I hate that societal like, oh, if you don't drink, something's wrong with you.
Yeah. No,
I think Brittany's doing a good job at like steering that conversation a different way. But yeah, it just sucks.
Brittany's amazing, and I now understand better what she's trying to do with her business.
100%. She's killing it.
Oh yeah, and so even at Eddie's Attic last night, they didn't have anything. They had NA beers, but I don't want an NA beer because I don't eat gluten, actually.
Okay.
Or I tried to limit gluten, so why would I drink it? So it's weird.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so college, partying, sober. How did Bomb Babes come into existence? I mean, so they're so good also, by the way. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass because you're sitting here, but like I went to your thing, your ribbon cutting, and that was my first time having them. I never had any at the gala because I couldn't fucking find them. You were like, yeah, they're in the back room or whatever. And I was like, what fucking back room? And I never found them.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? They were like on the other side of the bar.
I had no fucking idea.
Oh,
Could not find them.
man.
Pretty sure my wife had them and she was like, they're great. And I was like, where the fuck are they?
Yeah.
And then Wendy was like, come here and meet this person. And I was like, okay. And so I never ended up finding them.
Oh, man.
So trying them at your grand opening thing was my first time.
Oh,
it was so fucking good.
Thanks. Yeah, no, it was. So Bomb Babes came to be because, well, I've always loved baking.
Okay.
Since I was a kid, it was always like a hobby. I never was like let's bake a whole ass cake and do all this crazy shit and do XYZ. It was always just something that I wanted to do. Yeah. So, but I didn't think that I'd be a bakery owner. You know, I just kind of made cool shit and tasted good. So people kept saying, oh, you should sell this. Like one of the things I make is banana bread. And people would say like, oh, you need to sell this. You need to sell this. I'm like, I don't want to sell just banana bread. Like that's fucking lame and boring. And sorry to all you other bakers out there that make cupcakes and cakes and banana breads and stuff like that. I don't think you're a bad person. That wasn't for me. That was not the route I wanted to go with my business. So I don't know. Baking was a back burner idea. And then I think when I was pregnant, I would crave very specific foods and very specific sweets. And I wanted them to be made the way I wanted them. And so nobody could make them the way I wanted them because I had it in my head how it should taste and how it should feel and look and all this stuff. And so I just said, fuck it, I'm going to make it myself. So I started making a lot of desserts. One of the things that I made a lot was bread pudding. I just kept going from there. Fast forward, I had my daughter and I was a stay-at-home mom for a long time. Her and I would like make cookies and cupcakes and all that traditional regular stuff that I was just throwing shade on because I still like those things. They're easy to make and I like stuff that's more complex and more interesting. I like the hard route. I like taking the very difficult path. People are like, no, don't go down that road. And I'm like, I'm going down that road. That's where I'm heading, you know? So anyways, so my daughter started preschool and I was at home and I felt like, fuck, like I got no purpose anymore. My daughter's in school and I have all this free time and I don't want to be a housewife. What do I want to do? So I tried to find a job. I'm actually also a certified personal trainer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that at your ribbon cut.
Yeah.
You said something like, so, you know, you can come and eat and get fat, but then I'm also going to help you get thin.
Yeah.
Like that.
I said, you can come in and get fat and then I'll help you get fit. So
there you go.
Fat and fit. Bomb babes, bomb bods. You know, that was a thing for a minute there.
Bomb bods?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, it might still be a thing here soon.
Shit. All right.
But anyway, so I just wanted to do something that was different. Oh, okay. Actually, no. Let me back up. So my daughter started preschool. I was trying to find a job. I couldn't really find anything that would really like work for my hours.
Sure.
And I just wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Make my own money at least, at the very least, you know. And I couldn't find anything. So one day my friend Jordan, shout out to Jordan, you're awesome. Not from Junkman, but another Jordan.
Wow.
So Jordan came over one day and her and I made cupcakes with our daughters. And Jordan says to me, hey, have you ever heard of hot chocolate bombs? And I was like, what the fuck is that? And she goes, hot chocolate bombs. They're like really awesome. It's like a trendy thing. People are buying them. We should make them. And I was like, okay. Okay, yeah. Fine, why not? You know? And there I go with the you knows.
You haven't been doing it that much.
I have.
Really?
I have been keeping like mental notes, you know? So obnoxious.
I have not noticed.
One of my friends recently pointed it out to me and was like, hey, you say that a lot. So I've been trying to like really consciously.
Called me out on it last week. She was just like, stop saying that. Stop using that as a filler. And I'm just like,
yeah.
Would you rather be like, or
I try to fill it with silence, but I say and you know, all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just start saying fuck as my filler word, you know?
Yeah,
Just like, fuck.
dude, imagine you're just at some networking event, you're talking to some high level guy, and you're just like, yeah, so well, there it is. There's the yeah, so there it is again. Holy shit, maybe I do it more than I thought. You're like, so bomb babes, fuck. It's this business where, and the guy's just like, you okay? And you're just like,
oh, it's just Tourette's.
oh, it's just, I'm just fucking. Write that one down.
I'm gonna start saying I have Tourette's, I guess.
Yeah, I guess like, so.
Fuck it, like,
yeah.
oh, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
Oops.
I saw this video actually last night. It's a total side note, and this guy got in an Uber, and the Uber driver was like, turned around and was just like, just to let you know, I have Tourette's, so if I fucking freak out, don't be alarmed. And the guy was just like, all right. And like in the same like breath, the driver was like, fuck. And the guy was like, Jesus. He was like, I'm sorry. I told you. And the guy was just like, Jesus, man, I wasn't ready for it. And he was like, well, now you are. The guard is let down. Now you know. And like, it's just like dash cam footage of the guy just driving, going like, God damn it. And like, the guy was just like, what's wrong? And he was like, I told you. It's just okay. But anyway, whatever.
What if something
story.
really was wrong? And then how would you know?
Oh, fuck. And the guy's like,
well, that's just his Tourette, so fuck it, who cares?
It's like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try one while we're talking.
Yeah, go for it.
I want you so bad. So sorry, I know I'm throwing an absolute derailing this conversation, but like, tell me about like, you brought like this package and there's 4 flavors inside.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, tell me about them.
Yeah, so Jordan and I, we sold the hot chocolate bombs.
Yeah.
We got invited to our first event at this dance studio. And it was a 3-day event. And they asked us if we could bring any kind of like dessert or something else to sell, any kind of food or whatever. And so I was like, yeah, actually I've been playing around with this idea of making cakesicles. And so I will make cakesicles and bring them. And I made a bunch of cakesicles, brought them, and they all sold like just instantly. They just sold out really quick. So I went home and I was going to make some more for the next day. But somebody put my fucking mold in the dishwasher, and it's like a plastic thing, and it melted. And so I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? But I was also like, nobody knew. So I wasn't that mad. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just make cake pops. How hard can cake pops be?
Sure.
Cake pops. Yeah. If you know, you know.
They're hard.
They're the bitch. They're like the worst to make because like you dip them in chocolate and then now where do you put the stick? Like it's got to dry.
Sure.
So where the fuck do you put it?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I thought these are stupid. It's like a 1 bite, thing. So why would I? This is stupid. I don't want to make that. So I just made it bigger and dipped it in chocolate and just laid it out on a sheet of paper, parchment paper. And then I just called it a cake bomb because we were doing hot chocolate bombs and cake bombs. And then that's kind of the direction that we went after hot chocolate bomb season closed. I no longer do hot chocolate bombs. Please don't ask me. I'm not doing it. It's fucking hell.
Really?
But yes, horrible. Hate it. Every part of it. But I just decided to keep going the route of these cake bombs, and so it's kind of been like a challenge, right? I like deciding. You all right over there? You need a minute?
So damn good. Are there nuts in any of these?
No nuts at all. We're actually a nut-free facility.
Nut-free facility.
Yeah.
Love that so much because I am a allergic to nut guy.
Oh, really? What kind of nuts are you allergic to?
All of them.
All of them. So my daughter has a very severe peanut allergy.
Except for peanuts.
What?
I can do peanuts.
That's so fucking...
Well, I don't know because I've never eaten a peanut, but I can have peanut butter.
That's weird.
But like almonds, the other ones. What's the one that starts with an H? Hazelnut.
Oh, yeah.
Can't do hazelnut. Can't do almonds. Can't do really any pecans.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. Data.
Pralines.
Yeah.
No pralines for you.
No pralines. I don't even know. Yeah, that thing.
Fuck you to George. What was his name? Fuck you to Jonathan, my manager at Godiva, for correcting me.
Yeah, fuck that guy. These are so good, dude.
Yeah, no, those totally nut free. We don't do anything. I don't even take requests for like nut items. You know, I get a lot of requests for hazelnut and Nutella shit, and I don't do Nutella. Actually, I think Nutella is really disgusting. So come at me if you don't like it, you know? But yeah.
So freaking good. So is that like is that the one I just had? Is that like your staple base?
Yeah, so that the one that you just ate is called I'm Basic, and it's just vanilla cake. And I basically all of our recipes are all originals written by me, and I don't use a box mix. We use premium ingredients. We bake everything from scratch, and I pretty much take the rule book for baking and I tossed it out the window and I did my own damn thing because I hate rules. I hate people
There's
telling
the
me.
authoritative thing there.
Yeah, there's like a disorder, I believe, probably
Maybe.
about that.
Or maybe you just like doing shit your way.
It's called like, I don't know, but there's something there. I know it is because I've been told I have that,
Oh, okay.
which is
Not by a
fine.
doctor? Or like an observer?
My sister, we did like a do you have autism test in the car in a Walmart parking lot. So
nice.
She diagnosed me in a Walmart parking lot with Asperger's, and
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a badge I wear proudly, probably.
You should.
Yeah. You know,
representation.
I mean, I did the high school that I graduated from. I did go to like a school for kids that have learning disabilities because I am actually numbered dyslexic. So
really,
yeah. Well,
who's
not
your accountant?
me right now, which sucks.
Have you seen The Office?
I have not. I know.
Wow.
First of all, if you ever start off a sentence with "Have you ever seen blank?" the answer is usually no.
Understood.
Yeah.
Well, there's this accountant in The Office who made up his own number to justify like when things were wrong. He'd be like, it's like a number in between 12 and 11, and he called it Clevin because his name was Kevin.
My God.
And so he would just like fudge numbers and call it like a Clevin. And they'd be like, what the at the end of the show, they were like looking at their books and they're like, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, oh yeah, Kevin got fired because turns out he was fucking fudging the numbers.
Oh my God.
Entire operation.
I know that'd be me. Probably. If don't listen, I will bake your cakes. I will not do your books. Don't hire me for that.
Yeah.
Ever.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I'll never start a bookkeeping service. And anytime I meet somebody and they're like, oh, I'm bookkeeper, I'm like, fuck, you must be boring, you know? That and people who work in insurance when they're like, oh,
you're fun at parties.
No, I just call them out straight away. Like, you're probably boring as fuck. You know, insurance agents too, you know, like the ones that are like, I don't know. When somebody's like, oh yeah, I work for an insurance company. I'm like, fucking hell, you must be.
I don't know how people do insurance.
Okay.
Because it's a scam.
This is something we have to cut out.
Insurance is.
My husband is actually a VP. He's got like a VP title in an insurance company. So we got to cut this part out. Okay. But fuck insurance companies. We actually cut this one out too, right?
Yeah, we'll just cut out this whole like bit right here.
Right here. Yeah. So when I met him, we met online, and when I asked him, what do you do for work? And he was like, oh, I work in insurance. I was like, oh, I bet you're boring as fuck. And he was like, insurance, we party, and you wouldn't even believe it.
I've heard that.
But they do. But the level that my husband is at, we're like Ben Stiller in Along Came Polly, you know? Yeah, I have seen that one.
That's a good reference.
Yeah, he's like the risk analysis person, and I'm like, hey, let's go get in a car with a stranger. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cut out that little bit, but back to it. Yeah, insurance. You know, I know people that do it, but like I don't know how because like it's just boring to me. But that's maybe it's boring because it's something we all have to have, and it's like.
Yeah.
There's nothing like unique or like fun or creative about insurance.
Yeah. I'm a very highly creative person, and I've always wanted to own my own business. I've always wanted to like be my own boss in some way or another. I don't really respond well to people telling me what to do. So I'm a real fun person to try to be in a relationship with because it's challenging. I just don't respond well when you tell me you have to do this or you have to do that because it's like, fuck you, no, I don't. I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, now since you said it, I am not doing it.
In fact, because now it's a rule, I'm gonna figure out a way to go around that rule. Like the poop hole loophole, you know?
The poop hole loophole. Never heard that one
You
before.
haven't heard that before?
The poop. I've heard the loophole, but the poop hole.
That's how
loophole?
Catholic people have sex, you know, before marriage.
I was raised Catholic.
Oh, really?
And,
What?
Yeah, I was raised Catholic.
Okay, I was not raised Catholic.
The poop hole loophole.
Yeah.
That is fucking hilarious. I'm seeing my parents after we're done here. I am going to tell them that. And
Yeah,
be like,
no,
"Yo,
it's
poop hole loophole."
yeah, it's a way for Catholics to have sex without being married because like you're doing it in the butt, so it doesn't count.
We're leaving this.
You can't. Yeah.
This is too funny not to leave in. Shout out to all my Catholics out there.
Yeah.
The poop hole loophole. I love that so much. That's going to be the title of this episode. The poop hole loophole with Katie Cruz.
Yeah, yeah,
You're gonna be like, what does she do? Is she a colonoscopy doctor? Or
Yeah.
she's a colonoscopist?
the gastroenterologist.
That's the medical
Yeah,
term.
the poopologist.
The poop hole loophole will not be the title of this episode, but it will be an honorable mention.
Yeah.
And if anything, every time I see you going forward, I'm going to be like, poop hole loophole.
Yeah, there you go.
My wife might have questions.
Yeah. We should probably
Then again,
not.
you did meet us by asking if we
did.
wanted to bump uglies.
I did. I also wanted to bump uglies with your wife.
Yes.
And I did.
I would approve of that.
I did bump
You're both
uglies.
named Catherine, legally.
Well, does she spell it the right way?
Well, she doesn't spell like you.
So it's not the right way.
K-A-T-H-E-R-I-N-E.
I mean, we can't all be perfect.
E-R-I-N-E.
Oh, yeah, she spelled it like the fucking proper way or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, Catherine, you're still awesome. I'm just giving you shit about your name, you know?
Yeah. I mean, every time we meet another Catherine, it seems like that's a Catherine thing. Like,
Yeah,
how do you spell it?
Yeah.
If it's the right way, which is
R-Y-N.
however they spell it.
Yeah. R-Y-N.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R-Y-N is you're the first Catherine I've ever met, actually, that spells it like that.
That's because, you know, it's rare.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
This is podcasting where you start a conversation, you forget how the fuck did we get here?
Well,
Poop hole loophole. How did we get there?
Rebellion, which is the heart of why Mom Babes exists, because I don't follow any baking rules. So none of them.
So let's fast forward to today. You've got your location in Woodstock. That's recent. This will come out in July, I think. So I mean, it's still fresh. So congratulations.
Thanks.
You have a fucking location.
Yeah, no, it was we've done pop-ups like shops all around the city and done, you know, like we set up in downtown Marietta, we set up where else have we set up? Just everywhere. We used to be at a CBD store, so get high and get cake, you know.
Hell yeah. That's a nice pairing, actually.
Right. But it was those places were great because they gave us, actually we also were set up at Little Sober Bar with Brittany Hyde.
Great combo there too.
Yeah. So with each of those locations and came opportunities for me to learn what my customers like and learn how to make it a more enjoyable experience. So now at our storefront, we call it a storefront, but really it's like a permanent pop-up location.
Yeah.
So
it's like I don't want to call it a kiosk because that
I mean, it is
it's
not
in my head.
It doesn't downgrade it to me. It is a kiosk. I mean, it's a little stand.
It's a stand.
But it serves what we need.
Sure.
You know, so we're actually on track to franchise next year.
Franchise?
Yes. I would like to franchise it by next year.
Wow.
Yeah. We are in the phase of doing like proof of concept right now, making sure that, you know, people actually want this product because, you know, when I was selling it in these pop-up models around the city, I couldn't really track numbers properly.
Sure.
So it's like
you're just doing so many different
it's arbitrary
environments and
it's arbitrary numbers, you know, arbitrary whatever.
Sure.
So it wasn't really consistent. And then I was at the mall with my daughter. We were walking through the hallway and I saw like this sign in this kiosk and it said, inquire about leasing information. I was like, fuck yeah, I will, you know? So I called them and when we talked over the phone, they were like, oh yeah, it's X amount of money per month. And I was like, holy shit, I can't afford that. That's ridiculous. Like, there's no way. But then they were like, let's set a meeting. We'd like to meet you in person. And at first I was just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But then I went and I brought some products with me and I said, this is what I sell. This is, and they loved it. They loved the product. And they were like, these kiosks are designed specifically for small businesses. We don't want to bring in like sock vendors. We don't want to
Sure.
bring in large corporations.
Right.
We want these
Local people.
Right. Local businesses, local, fun things for our customers to enjoy.
Sure. And
So
these are the people that run the Woodstock outlets, right?
yeah, like
Okay.
this is a management office at the
Okay.
It's actually called the Outlet Shops of Atlanta.
I know.
Yeah.
If you ever Google Woodstock outlets, you will not find what you're looking
Yeah,
for.
no, not at all. Because I thought it was called the Woodstock Outlets, and
That's
then
what everyone calls it.
it's Outlet Shops at Atlanta.
Which is we're about 40 minutes south of Atlanta, or I don't know if it's south because
It's,
west,
north. You're not
I'm directionally challenged.
okay. Yeah, no.
People are like, "Is it north?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
Yeah,
Type
no.
it into your GPS.
It's about 35 minutes north of Atlanta,
Okay.
right off exit
north.
Exit north.
Exit north.
Right off of Ridgewalk Parkway.
Yeah.
I think that's exit 11, maybe. But
I think it is exit 11.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or 9.
It's somewhere in there.
Something
between 7 and 15. Because I know it's not 15 and I know it's not 7, but it's somewhere in there.
It's
I
exit.
think it's 9 or 11.
It's exit Clevin.
nice little callback there. But yeah, so you sit with them, they enjoy the product, they're like, holy shit, this is great, this is like what this stand is for, this is what we envision.
Yeah.
And so how did the agreement then come?
So I just told them, what you're asking is a little high because I have no idea if this is even going to be a thing. So I just threw together like an offer and I sent it over to them, and then they said they didn't even, there was no formal like yes or no. They just sent me the contract back and said, here, sign here. And I was like, okay, this must be part of the next step. So I just signed it. I mean, obviously I read it, but then I just signed it because I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do it. And then they were like, and then I was waiting on them. I thought like, I don't know what I thought. I mean, if you sign a contract, that means they accepted your offer. That's
right. I would
stupid.
think, yeah, like they sent you a contract, which means like we accept your offer.
Yeah. So I don't know why it just like those things didn't click to me. And so then I was waiting on them, and then they called me and they're like, hey, we're just wondering when you want to bring the check by. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? So they were like, yeah, we'll hold it for you until this day, but if we don't hear from you, then we're gonna have to find somebody else if you're not interested. I was like, well, shit, yeah, hold on a second.
Yeah.
So I got the money.
So what did you have to like pay first month's rent or something?
Yeah, first month and like a refundable deposit.
Sure.
And I
just like when you lease an apartment or something
pretty much.
like that.
And so it was hella dollars in the beginning. But we made it back in like 2 weeks.
That's awesome, dude.
So it's cool. And it's been a really great location, and it's been so much fun to be there. And I love meeting my customers, and I love seeing people happy and experiencing like new desserts. And
what's nice about them too is that I assume based on the packaging, you keep them cold, and that's how they hold their form.
No.
So
they're intended to be at room temperature.
Okay. So they're fine at room.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're good at room temperature for up to, like 2 days, maybe.
Okay.
Or 2 to 3 days, because they're encased in chocolate.
Sure.
So that's why.
Got it. So
but
I
I keep them cold because they taste better cold. And if I leave them out in the heat, then they will melt. So I went out and I bought an entire bakery display case to keep them in a nice looking area.
And is that what is at your location? That display case. Okay, so that it didn't come with that.
No, I bought that too. So
that is yours. You were taking that with you if and when you move.
Yeah, that'll be our forever display case. So
fun.
Yeah.
Fun. So I assume though, since like you answered my question kind of in that answer of like, you can eat these whenever, really.
Yeah.
Like whether it's the winter, the fall, the spring, the summer. I mean, there's always a place for those. It's not like it's a treat that you're only ever gonna. It's not like it's an icy where you can have an icy anytime, but you really only get an icy in the summer, or the spring,
or ice cream or whatever.
ice cream.
Yeah.
But like
we're not a seasonal. It's not
right. This is a snack that you can have anytime.
Yeah. And that was a point because I did seasonal. Coming from Hot Chocolate Bombs, I wanted something that I could sell year round. So what I do offer seasonally are seasonal flavors. So we make a pumpkin pie and it actually looks like a pumpkin pie.
Ooh, that's fun.
And it's one of these and it's like pumpkin cake and it literally looks like a pumpkin cake. And okay, quick little funny story about our little pumpkin pies.
Hit it.
Do you remember the legend of Sharon Weiss?
I don't even know who that is.
Okay, Sharon Weiss
This is before my time.
is not before your time. This was like a few years ago.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so a few years ago, there was this lady who bought a Marie Callender's pumpkin pie, like a frozen pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. And she put it in her oven and according to her, she followed all of the directions to making her pumpkin pie. But apparently I don't know what the hell happened, but she did not follow them. And she instead burned the shit out of her pumpkin pies. And so then she took to social media to yell at Marie Callender, the company, and said, "Thanks, Marie Callender, for ruining Thanksgiving," and then put a picture of her pie. So then people roasted her and they were like, I mean,
I love an internet roasting.
Oh, me too.
Oh,
It was
it's
great.
so fucking funny.
It was so
When
great.
people post something and they think that they're like the hero of the story, but then like people are in the comments like, "Nah, bro, you fucked up."
Yeah, no, like it turns out that she had her oven set to hell and her whole pie was black with a little tiny orange speck at the top.
Oh my God.
So we actually took our pumpkin pies and we used edible paint and painted it black and then put a little orange speck to like resemble the pumpkin pie that she burnt, and we call it the Sharon.
Oh my God, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, and like nobody gets it, which is really annoying because it's funny as fuck. And if you ever look up Sharon Weiss and Marie Callender, and you'll see like all of these people just were roasting her. It was so funny. I was like reading all of the people's comments. It had me rolling on the floor. I was laughing so hard. So I make it every year. And if you want it Sharon's way, it's perfect for if you're not a cook in the family and you're the one that's fucking up the dinners or one that is burning the food all the time. Then it's great for you to bring these to the party because they look like they're burnt, but they're not. And they're still delicious and they're not burnt and your Thanksgiving is not ruined. So,
wow. Hey guys, let's talk about another partner of the podcast, Branded and Devoted Designs. Are you looking to level up your company's merch game? Your brand deserves better than boring swag. If you contact Branded and Devoted Designs, you can level up with custom hats, shirts, tumblers, mugs, and more that your customers and clients will brag about. Go to www.brandedanddevoteddesigns.com to make your brand stick out. Mention that Logan from Your Morning Drive sent you, and they will give you 10% off of your order. That's brandedanddevoteddesigns.com. Tell them Logan sent you from Your Morning Drive for 10% off your order. Very cool. So before we hit record, we talked a little bit about fun customers.
yes.
Do you want to talk about fun customers?
Oh,
Do you
man.
want to tell any fun stories?
Yes.
Experiences you've had?
Definitely. So I have this every year. I create a Christmas cookie box, and it's not your traditional Christmas cookies because again, we don't do anything that's traditional, except we do if you ask nicely. So there's that. Anyway, so I make these, which by the way, I have to tell you about one of those in a minute, but we'll get there. So I make this Christmas cookie box and it's a little gift box. It's got like sugar cookie, gingerbread cookie, a peppermint cookie, and a hot chocolate cake. Then they're all the cake bombs. So they all look, the standard round cake truffle looking things. And they're really good. And I decorate them all cutesy for Christmas and all that stuff. And this one guy called and he's like, "My wife's birthday is coming up and I really need a gift." And I'm like, "Okay, well, what does she typically like?" And he was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Oh, this is going to be fun." And he was like, "Yeah, she's really picky about food." And I was like, "Well, we have 5-star reviews. We have no complaints. People love our products. So, you know, I'm sure she'll love it. And he goes, I don't know. I don't know. She's really picky. And I was like, trust me, like she'll love it. She did not love it. So he bought like 5 boxes from me, 5 boxes of those, of the Christmas cookie things, all the same, which I thought was kind of dumb. Whatever.
Some variety.
Yeah, but whatever. We didn't offer a lot of variety back then. Like we had set made boxes as opposed to now when you come in, you can create your own box. But so anyways, he picks up all these boxes and he takes them to his wife. And then I get a message like 24 hours later. And the wife says to me, those were the most horrible tasting items I've ever had in my life. They are inedible and nobody in my family likes them nor can choke these down. And I was like, holy shit, did I fuck these ones up? Like, did I accidentally dip them in bleach? Like, did I just do something crazy? Like, I don't know. That's weird. And my feelings were a little hurt because I was like, fuck, man, like this is the only, like, did I fuck these up? I was really like, man, no wonder I don't have that many sales and all this stuff. I was going down this whole rabbit hole.
You let it get me a little bit.
And I was like, shit, because I've never heard anybody say that. I mean, maybe people think that, but
sure,
whatever.
No one's ever said it.
Yeah, nobody's ever been that bold. And then she's like, first of all, she says, I'm not one to complain or to take to social media, but if I don't get a refund, and I was like, oh, you're going to be a real bitch, aren't you? That's in my mind. You're going to be a real bitch. So I told her, if you return all of the boxes to me by such and such day, by such and such time, I will give you a refund. And she's like, well, I need you to pick them up.
Hell no.
And I'm like, no, I'm not picking them up. If you want your refund, you need to drop them back off at my door by this and this time. And that's it. Like, that's my final offer. And I thought she wasn't going to do it. And I thought, whatever, fuck you. But she did. She brought them all back. And I immediately opened one of the unopened ones because I was like, let me just make sure I didn't, accidentally dip them in bleach or whatever, like what the fuck happened. So I like called a bunch of my friends over and like family, and I was like, hey, we all got to try these and make sure like they don't taste like asshole because I'm trying to sell these, There you go with the twice. And anyways, everyone came over and we cut them up. And there was nothing wrong with them. And then this lady was just being a total bitch about it.
I don't want to be dramatic here, but that chocolate one might be the best piece of dessert I've ever eaten.
That's called Trophy Wife.
That's the flavor?
That is called.
It is the Trophy Wife.
It is
because it is fucking amazing.
Trophy Wife. So they all have really unique names. All of them. They do.
I love that.
Yeah. So our chocolate one is called Trophy Wife. That is my dessert. I love chocolate cake, and I was a trophy wife. So it's kind of named after me,
Got it.
So I got Trophy Wife. We have one. It's called Oh Obsessed. It's definitely a double entendre, but it's mostly the Oreo obsessed. It's cookies and cream.
Oh, okay. Love it.
Actually, there's one in here. It's called Campfire Cutie.
Yeah.
And that one won in the top 12 best desserts in Georgia.
Wow.
A Trophy Wife also won in the top 12
this one down
best
here
desserts.
Is that a marshmallow right there?
That is a marshmallow. That is a toast. It's a s'mores inspired cake truffle. So it's chocolate cake mixed with toasted marshmallows, dipped in chocolate, topped with toasted marshmallows and graham cracker crumble.
Wow.
Yeah, because I love s'mores. All of these are made after the things that I love the most in desserts.
Sure.
But then they have their own unique kind of twist on them. And I love s'mores, but there's nothing more inconvenient than getting marshmallow all over your hands and taking this bite out of this thing that just falls all over your face and feels gross.
Yep.
So how can you make it like even better?
How can you make it more accessible?
Right. So therefore, Campfire Cutie is that. So that one is one of my favorites.
And then just to round it out, what's the other guy we got in here?
Okay, so this one is a really unique one, and nobody has something like this. It's called Flip It and Reverse It. It is a chocolate chip cookie, and there's no chocolate chips in it at all.
Okay.
All the chocolate is on the outside.
Okay.
And then it's topped with chocolate chip cookie pieces.
Yeah.
So it's fun because it's inspired by a cookie cake.
Yep.
I love those cookie cakes at Great American
Me
Cookie,
too.
by the way.
Always
Oh my God.
have.
Those double doozies.
Fuck, so
Holy
good.
shit. Like those double doozies, I could fucking.
My parents got me a cookie cake when I was like in 6th grade, and ever since then, I have not had a real cake for my birthday since.
Oh,
It's
really?
always been cookie cake. I fucking love
Wow.
cookie
Okay,
cakes.
so you're gonna love that one.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That one is really good because it's got all the best parts about. Okay, what do you like in a chocolate chip cookie? What is your thing?
I like a soft chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
I also love like, I don't know, maybe I'm just a fucking pig and I just love I just love them. I don't know. I don't have a reason. I've never been asked that before. If
Okay.
someone was like, "What do you love so much about pizza?" I'm like, I don't fucking know.
So
It
like
tastes good.
when you think about what makes a good chocolate chip cookie cake,
Sure.
what are the qualities that cookie cake has to have?
I mean, it's chocolatey, but not like too chocolatey. It's like the right balance. Like, especially on a cookie cake, like you want a good like icing to cookie ratio. You don't want like
Yeah.
a fucking crazy amount of icing. At least
Mhm.
I don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good question.
So I'm
gonna ask my parents this afternoon.
Yeah.
Like, what makes a chocolate chip cookie so good? Like,
Yeah.
What about the cookie?
So
See if they can answer it.
the thing about this, why I love it so much, why this one is one of my favorites, is my two go-to desserts. Well, three, because three are my go-tos. Chocolate cake, definitely my number one. That's the MVP. And actually, chocolate cake is actually really hard to make, and we'll get into that in a minute. But second is s'mores. I love s'mores. I could eat the shit out of s'mores, except it's so inconvenient and messy, and I don't actually like getting my hands dirty, which is crazy because I'm a baker.
That is really funny, but I second that.
Yeah, I wear
my hands messy.
Yeah, I do too.
When I eat chicken wings, people call me dumb so often. I will like get my fingers really dirty and then I'll lick them and then I'll continue to eat the wings.
Oh no, like me, okay. When I eat chicken wings or whatever, if I take a bite, I like take a bite and then I'm like grabbing my napkin and like and then I have a mountain of napkins and people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I do something so similar. That's so funny.
But I just don't like my hands to be dirty.
Okay.
So anyway, so s'mores, and then my third is chocolate chip cookies. And not like the Toll House shitty nasty ones that you get in a little tub. I like homemade good quality chocolate chip cookies. And so for me, a good homemade chocolate chip cookie has two qualities that don't go together, which are chewy and a little bit crunchy at the same time. So, and that's hard to achieve because you want to have a nice chewy interior, but you also want to have a little bit of crunch.
Sure.
But you don't want crunch from a nut.
Well,
some people add nuts in their chocolate chip cookies, and people that add nuts to their desserts are from hell.
If you put nuts on a chocolate chip cookie, you might be a serial killer.
Yeah, you might be.
Psychopath.
You probably are. I think that biting into a dessert and then, like, do you find nuts in it?
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of going for a hike with a rock in your shoe, you know? Yeah.
It's like it's like getting ready. It's like going and spending your whole morning getting ready to go to the pool, but then you get to the pool and then it starts thunderstorming and you have to leave.
Yeah,
And you're
exactly.
just like, what the fuck was the point?
Exactly that. So
thank you, by the way, as somebody who is allergic to nuts and often finds that there are no dessert companies that like are nut free or like it's so I hate being like the stereotypical like nut allergy guy, but like it's so annoying when you roll up to a thing and they're just like, yeah, check out these desserts, and I'm like, yeah, what's in them? And they're just like, oh, they've all got tree nuts in them, they're all, and I'm just like, well, I can't fucking have any then. And it's a bummer. So like, and now that you said that you're a nut free facility, that reminded me that at your ribbon cutting you said that, and I remember thinking in that moment like, oh, that's fucking awesome, like, really cool.
And I'm sure, do you have to also be aware of almond extract?
To an extent,
Yeah.
So usually okay, but for the most part, avoid if I can.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. A lot of people put almond extract in sugar cookie dough.
Everything, man.
And I fucking hate almond extract. So not only is it a conscious choice out of the nut-free thing, but I think that anybody that uses almond extract to bump up flavor, they should just go ahead and fuck off because that is disgusting. Almond extract is gross as hell.
Thank you for saying that.
There, I said
Take it from the bakery queen of Cherokee County.
If you want to fight me on that, that's cool. Let's go. But yeah.
She's got a location. You probably don't.
I'll throw hands. We'll throw hands, you know?
We'll do it in front of our shop. We'll make an event and
Yeah.
we'll sell our cake pops or sell our bombs, cake bomb. What's the proper term cake bomb, cake?
No, they're called cake bombs.
Okay.
We use the word cake truffle to kind of help you understand what they are.
Sure.
But we call them cake bombs.
Cake truffle you use is like the gateway.
Yeah.
Because people will be like, oh, it's a cake pop. And you're like,
yeah.
No, there's no stick.
Right. There's no
There's
stick.
gotta be a stick for it
and
to be
also,
a pop.
yeah. But also cake, when you think cake pops, think of the ones from a very popular coffee shop, you know?
Sure.
And those ones are awful.
They are awful.
They're awful.
That's why.
Do you know why they're so awful?
Please tell me.
Okay. So if you've ever bought one, and you looked at the stick, you'll see oil on it, right?
Sure.
That's why. So in those types of cakes, typically, sorry, let me back up. Cake pops in general were invented or created as a way for bakers to use the remnants of their cake parts in a way to increase revenue and also to make them, I don't know, just to do something different. So what they do is most bakers, they bake and they use oil, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with using oil in your cake. It makes it more moist. Yeah, I said the word moist. Makes it moist. Anyway.
Love that.
Yeah, everybody hates that word, but I hope it made your skin crawl.
Well, you're a baker, so I mean,
you want your cakes.
You want your cakes to be moist.
You want your cakes to be wet.
Yeah.
Wet, moist. Okay, sorry.
You made it worse.
I know. Moist. Anyway,
they're so good, man. I mean, it's so refreshing because the cake. I was hesitant at first because the cake pops at this establishment that we all know fucking suck. And every time I get one, I'm like, maybe this time will be different. It's never different. They're always the same.
Yeah.
They're so shitty all the time. People that like swear up and down by them, I like just don't know what you're smoking.
Yeah,
they're not good.
Those are made with cake remnant parts,
and they feel over manufactured.
Yes,
these feel, and again, I'm not blowing smoke because she's sitting right here, but they feel like you made them this morning.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't make them this morning. I made them yesterday morning.
Still,
but either way,
they taste like they came from a good place, which sounds weird to say out loud, but like they taste not over manufactured.
Yeah.
And it tastes, especially that chocolate one, good. God, that was so good.
Do you need a minute? Do you need a minute?
They were so good. It tasted like real.
Yeah, no. So there's a flavor that I make for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
It's called it's called Stupid Cupid. Our chocolate cake mixed with our strawberry cake. So it's like a marble cake but with chocolate and strawberry. I brought some items to a presentation that I gave like a few months ago. And this girl took a bite of the Stupid Cupid and she said, I have to go to the bathroom and masturbate. It was so good. Like, I can't even.
She said that out loud?
She said that.
How old was this woman? She was like 60.
No, she's like my age.
Wow.
So it was so funny. She was like, oh my God.
That might have to be a clip.
She said, I'll say another version, you know?
Okay.
She said, I am so wet right now from the joy that your dessert just provided to me.
I have to write this down.
So yeah, she was like, holy fuck, I've got to go to the bathroom. I got to go rub one out. This was really good.
I love this woman. Whoever she is, she needs to be on the podcast next.
You probably know her.
Do
Brandy. Don't say her name in the actual thing. Brandy, she goes to Ball Ground Business Club and she's like blonde hair.
I don't think I know her. I don't think I know her.
Okay, well, I'll introduce you to her.
Hey, Logan, this is the chick that
yeah, this pussy was so wet.
Oh my God.
It was moist.
Jesus. Sorry, Mom. If you hear this one.
I'm not sorry.
I mean, as a baker,
I mean,
that's the kind of shit you want to hear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Talk dirty.
Or just as a business owner in general, like to hear that your product made someone feel so happy, like
happy ending level happy.
Like, eating that cake, that chocolate one made me genuinely so happy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I love. That is why I do this. I love that reaction of just Holy shit, that was so good. What the fuck did I just eat? Something that's just not what you've typically had. But yeah, so like cake pops, they're made out of cake remnants. And so when you're using those remnants, oil is a liquid at room temperature.
Speaking of achievements, you just received a high honor.
Yes.
Tell the people about that.
I was just awarded top 10 and 10 young professionals of Canton? No, just young.
Cherokee County.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just awarded the top.
I wasn't even awarded this award, and I know it better than
I know. It's because when I was informed of my status, I celebrated in that moment and then I moved on. But anyways, I was just recently awarded top 10 and 10 young professionals in Cherokee County. And we celebrated with the chamber. That it was an event hosted by the Chamber of Cherokee Chamber of Commerce.
Also in that class is my good friend Ashley Rowe. Do you know Ashley Rowe? You know Ashley.
What does she do? What is her business?
She works for LGE.
Well, yeah. Okay. See, I know people by their businesses.
LGE lady.
Yeah. She's gorgeous.
She's awesome.
Like,
I used to work at LGE.
I have a little secret girl crush on her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. She's cute.
Yeah, she's also a ton of fun and always happy.
Yeah, no,
I'm upset.
I'm not into girls, but she might change.
She might change.
Just kidding.
Watch out, Ashley.
Sorry, Ashley. I didn't mean to like
freak you out.
No.
She's funny. She would think it's awesome.
Yeah, no. I think she's gorgeous, but I actually have not ever talked to her.
You should. She is very smart. And she knows the credit union world like the back of her hand. I worked at LG, so that's how I.
It's time for us to have a little meetup, you know? No,
okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But we do. I should meet her.
You should.
But
you should.
Yeah.
You should team up with them, and next time they do like a networking event, you should.
I'm actually about to move my business over to LGE.
Really?
Like my business banking.
You should. They have a great business account that I use for my business, which is perfect segue. Guys, I have a business and I help other people elevate their brand and their marketing with Hammerhead Creations. Wow, what a great segue that was. Fire. That was not planned.
You're welcome.
Hammerhead offers top-tier marketing services, including social media management, website design, Google page optimization, ensuring your business reaches the right audience, whether it's a side hustle or your full-time grind. Their expert team, me, is ready to help you grow. Plus, if you're into podcasting, Hammerhead also supports in-house shows and external podcast creation. So if you've been bitten by the bug, if you want to do it yourself, I can help. I've been there, done that. I'll help you avoid all of the different roads that I traveled on, because there are a lot when you're starting something and you're just figuring it the fuck out for yourself. Let me help you so you don't follow those paths. Visit hammerheadcreations.com and discover how they can take your business or podcast to the next level. Hammerhead Creations, swim with the big sharks.
Ooh, I like that.
That little tagline there.
Yeah. That's a good tagline.
Thank you. Came up with it myself.
Nice.
No AI helped me.
Wow,
with that.
No AI helped you with that. I came up with Bomb Babes, a gourmet cake bomb bakery by myself. No,
that's very impressive.
Chat GPT did not help me with that.
That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, LG has a great business account.
Okay, cool.
And they should probably sponsor this episode, because I just gave them some free promo and shouted out their product. But they do. They have a great business account.
Yeah.
With very little, all these business bank accounts out there have all these fucking structures and stuff. Sure. LG's is very good.
I'm sure Ashley could help us out.
I'm sure she could. I'm sure she could.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll link you too. Now with the joke, it's so much better.
Oh, man. Anyways, yes, I am about to move all my banking over to LGE because I hate Bank of America. I mean, a popular bank that a lot of Americans use.
That's okay. They're not going to hear this.
Cool. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. No, they will, because we're trying to swim with the big sharks.
True.
Yeah.
Well.
So don't minimalize it.
That's true. That's true.
But fuck you for charging me $16 a month just for having an account.
$16 a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what LGE charges me?
$0.
$0 a month.
I know. I'm very well aware. I've spoken to somebody multiple people over there, and I've half filled out all the paperwork, and then I back off doing it, and then I fill it out again.
Banking is something that's, again, it's kind of like insurance, where it's so painfully boring.
Oh God.
That it's not exciting.
when somebody says, I'm a banker, I'm an accountant, or I do bookkeeping, or I work in insurance, I'm like, holy shit.
Holy shit, you must be fun.
God damn, you're probably.
There's some good folks over there at that company. I enjoyed my time when I worked there.
That's cool.
Especially Ashley. She was killer.
Apparently, Ashley's getting shouted out a lot today.
Ashley's the shit. You've probably met, if you run around Cherokee County, you've probably met Wesley. He was my boss.
Oh.
He's a branch manager. You've probably seen him with Ashley.
Yeah. Again, I don't know people by their names.
Yeah.
Really.
Wesley's the shit. He was the best boss to work for. He was awesome.
Yeah.
But either way, all in all, yeah, you got that award. I mean, what does that kind of, I mean, I know that everyone loves to be told good job. Everyone loves to be recognized in one way or another. So when you get, chosen or selected to be in that group of people, I mean, what does that do for you? Like internally, like how does that validate you and how does it make you feel?
So I kind of touched on this earlier. I'm a college dropout. I did not finish school. I went into school with pre-med in mind. I wanted to go into the medical field. Then I did nutrition, and then I was going to do translation services because I also, yo hablo español también.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I couldn't get the groove. I was so miserable in college. So I dropped out. So earning this award was it validated me in that it's not an award of what I've accomplished. It's an award of where I'm going next. So I don't look at it as, hey, this award completes this whole journey of everything I've ever accomplished. This is a milestone and it serves as a reminder to keep going because you have a lot of great things ahead of you. So I am very excited about what it means. It's just more, where are we going next?
Sure. I really like that outlook on it. I mean, it makes so much sense because a lot of people could take it that way of like, wow, look at all I've accomplished and this award is proof. It's like that is true. But what's even more true is like, if nothing else, I see that list of 10 people that Cherokee County nominates and I'm like, all right, watch all 10 of these people.
Yeah.
Like keep an eye on them because they're going to do fucking crazy things.
Yeah. And I think earning that award it's a starting point. It's a starting line for me to take off into this rat race of where the fuck am I going next?
Sure. Well, where are you going next? I mean, I know you said that you plan to do franchising by next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, are there other visions? I mean, do you have stuff cooking?
Oh God. Yeah. I am such a visionary. I've already envisioned where I'm heading.
Like 10 years down the line.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I've already got this whole plan in place, mentally. I have it written down as well. But the person I look up to the most in business her name is Candace Nelson. She is the founder of Sprinkles. And I look up to her because she started the first cupcakes only bakery. She did not invent the cupcake, but she started the first bakery that sold only cupcakes.
Nothing else.
Nothing
just
else.
Cupcakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people called her crazy, and she had no background or history in baking, just similar to me. I didn't go to culinary school. I'm all self-taught. But I mean, Candace Nelson, she did go to culinary school, and she went to, I think she actually went to a school that's specifically for baking. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now. But she did that. She started this whole bakery. People called her crazy. People said, why are you why would you do only cupcakes? Why wouldn't you sell other things?
Right. Why would you put yourself in a corner?
Right. And I get that question a lot myself. And when she first started, there was no packaging for cupcakes, so she had to figure it out. For me, there was no packaging for cake bomb. I mean, there was, but it wasn't like, hey, do you make cake bombs? Then here's the right packaging for you. So a lot of it has been figure it out on the fly. I'm literally building an airplane as I'm flying it. And so I look up to her because now Sprinkles is a national brand. I mean, everybody knows Sprinkles. Yeah. They're the cupcake ATM. She's incredible, and I look up to her a lot. So when I think of Bomb Babes, I think of it in the likes of Sprinkles, the crumble cookies. There's crumble cookie on every fucking corner, which by the way, their sugar cookies suck ass.
But yeah, I mean, it's all of those places have the same thing in common.
Yeah.
They chose one thing.
Right.
And they fucking murder it for the most
Right.
part. All of those things, like sprinkles, they kill the cupcakes. Crumble has a great grip on cookies.
Minus a sugar cookie because they use almond extract.
And then you want to be that person for
Yeah.
cake bombs.
So our thing is going to be cake bombs, you know?
And you know what's crazy, dude? Even just like sitting here and talking to you, I'm like envisioning like walking into a Crumble looking store and seeing, instead of cookies, these rotating flavors, whether it's every week, every month, every season, however you do it. But it's so possible.
Right. And I think of my business that way. I actually, sometimes I have to come back to like what reality is, because I already see my business as multiple locations. Sometimes I already like envision it so heavily that I actually already think that I'm already a national brand and then I'm not. And it's crazy because I'm like, oh yeah, we're a national brand. And it's like, no, the fuck, you just have a little kiosk at Woodstock, you know? But it's it's exciting. It keeps me going. So
yeah, that's really exciting. Katie, there comes a point in every podcast that I do where I ask the guest a collection of questions that have nothing to do with anything we just talked about.
I feel like a lot of it.
They're all very first date questions.
Ooh, okay.
They're all very just like, you know, we just spent the last little bit getting to know like you, the business, where you came from, why you're doing what you're doing, what inspires you. But now we're just going to like reel it back and just talk about like everyday you. Like, who are you like as a person?
Cool.
What is your favorite movie?
Ooh. My favorite movie? Okay, Semi-Pro.
Wow. Funny choice, but I'm with it.
I love it because it's hilarious. And yeah, I just love like that kind of humor.
Sure.
Semi-Pro, Talladega Nights, you know, those
Will Ferrell.
those,
staple.
Those hilarious Will Ferrell movies.
Dude, one of my favorite Will Ferrell lines ever, and it's something that not a lot of people know because I don't know if a lot of people saw the movie, but Get Hard.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
There's this fucking amazing. So, total premise here is that Will Ferrell is this like executive banker guy, something whose company was just raided by like the FBI or something. And they found out the company is doing like all this crazy tax evasion shit. So Will Ferrell is going to prison. He's going to prison. Like, this is the thing. So he hires Kevin Hart because Kevin, I think, plays a guy who's been to prison and so he hires Kevin Hart to teach him how to, bless you, how to survive in prison and like how to be friends with like all the thugs and the gang leaders. And he's like teaching him all this shit. So Kevin's like, all right, like give me your best like shit talking, like give me your best like insults you got. And everything he came up with was super gay. Like everything he said, including the best line in the movie. Kevin's like, yeah, give it to me. Come on, just say it. And he's like, hope you brought your Costco card because you're about to get dick in bulk. Kevin's like, no, man, no. That's so gay. And he was like, what? That's not good? I mean, it sounds like they're about to get fucked up. And he was like, no, it sounds like they're about to get fucked. And in prison, everyone's getting fucked or something like that. But it's so funny. I would highly recommend you watch it. It's so funny. Just that premise alone.
That sounds right up my alley.
Executive banker's going to jail for tax evasion. So he hires, in his mind, a thug to prepare him for the dangers of prison.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's really funny.
Yeah,
it came out like 2015, and I feel like it kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah, it did. It did. But sideline.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so. What was your first job ever? First time you collected a paycheck?
My first job ever, I was a pizza delivery driver. And I didn't have a GPS. This is before smartphones. And I did not have a GPS. I, unlike you, am very directionally strong and capable. I'm like Lewis and Clark, you know? So I could navigate anywhere and know where the fuck I'm at. I'm pretty sure if you put me in the back of the car, blindfolded, I'd probably know where I'm at.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that. I really am.
It's cool. I love it. Anyway, so I delivered pizzas without a GPS, and I would like kind of look it up. Where was it relatively? And then I would deliver it there. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You get to organize a music festival, Katie. You get to pick your 3 headliners. Who are your 3 headliners?
Listen, I have such an eclectic, bizarre taste in music. So it would be the most, it would, first of all, the music festival would have to be called, I don't know. It would have to be fucked up. It would be fucked up. It would be called fucked up, probably.
Okay, cool.
Probably Bad Bunny. Love me some Bad Bunny,
Okay.
you know? That girl I saw last night, LB Phaser.
Okay.
Probably put her in there.
Shouts.
You know, shout out to LB. You were amazing last night at Eddie's Attic on June 21st, which is when, whatever. Anyway, it's cool. And she's got like this, like, almost like Nora Jones vibes meets good stuff.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'll give her a look.
And then probably, I love me some like high music, you know, like I don't get high, but I like the reggae kind of music. So very fucking eclectic.
Very, very, very weird, but there's a stage for everybody there.
There's a band called Bumpin' Uglies, so I would probably put them in that.
You would have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to be one of the big three names, but they're going to be like one of the little names underneath.
They've fallen in the reggae category.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. On a day that you are not working, which I'm sure is few and far between, how do you take care of yourself? How do you recharge?
I actually do this kind of throughout every day. I journal a lot. I write a lot. A lot of people don't really know this about me, but I'm a writer also. And so I write poems, I write short stories. So I like to write. I can meditate pretty easily just about wherever I'm at. I just kind of zone out, check out, and get into this really zen space in my head. So I kind of do that a little bit on a daily basis. But I can't sit still ever. It's really hard for me. If you put me on a beach, I'll enjoy the beach for about 10 minutes and then I'm like, okay, are we going to play a game? What are we going to do? Especially now that I don't drink anymore.
Right.
Because drinking used to calm that side down and I'd be chilling, but now I'm not so chilling. I'm like, what else can we do? What adventures can we? So probably doing like adventurous things. Going to the date night, on my selfie date night last night was what I like to do. Just trying new things, not necessarily extreme sports, but stuff that's like low key even.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun. What is some of the best advice you've been given that you think of all the time?
Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, so just do it anyway.
It's a good piece.
It's good. Simple, but it's so valuable because I went to this, what was it called? Oh my gosh. Masters of Scale. They have a podcast. And they were I went to a live podcast recording. I was not interviewed in the podcast. I was just part of the audience. And they interviewed the CEO of Trilith Studios. And they asked him, like, what is your best advice for young entrepreneurs? And he said, just do it. Just do the thing. Just do the thing. Like, nobody knows what they're doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, just keep doing. It's there's this principle also in Beyond Bulletproof, this book that I like, and she talks about kinesis, and it's a constant state of like movement. It's just moving around. And the idea is that like if you're getting shot at, if you're still, you're more than likely going to die. But if you're moving around, you have a less chance of getting killed.
Sure.
Just keep moving. And so therefore I keep moving too.
I like it. What's your biggest fear?
Spiders.
Valid.
Yeah.
What happens if you roll up to your shop and there's a spider in it?
Okay. Well, I've actually been working with a hypnotist. And so I've actually kind of gotten over that fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it was a small one, I might be okay. If it was a big one, I would find a man. That's
a hypnotist.
Yeah. Hypnotherapy. It's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. Miles Rubin, if you don't know him.
I just interviewed him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was hoping that's who you were going to say.
Yeah, no, Miles.
I was hoping so bad.
I've been working with Miles and
that's amazing.
Not specifically with spiders, but like growing my business and stuff.
Has he been like helping you? That's what he did with me. He was like, tap your knuckle.
No.
Cause like I asked him on the podcast, I was like, hypnotize me right now.
Oh.
He was like, it's not really like hypnotizing, but I'll do something. So he like walked me through, he asked me a bunch of questions and I answered all the questions. And he was just like, all right, now every time you answer the question, tap your knuckle. And he was like, and now next time you're asked a question like that, you're going to instinctively tap your knuckle and answer it the way that you're answering it right now. And it's worked.
That's cool.
He's fucking brilliant.
No, he
And
totally
he's just
is
the nicest guy on the planet.
He is. He's a very genuine person.
Yeah.
And him and I have been friends for like 3 years now.
Wow.
And I was like, I feel like I need to actually pay you now for your time because you're amazing and you know what you're talking about. And I'm very selective as to who I work with, who I align my brand with,
Sure.
who I allow into my mental space. And I work with Miles. I'm working with him now. And so we haven't like worked specifically on the spiders thing, but it's kind of like a side effect there. Like the principles that I've learned from other things that he's helped me work through, I've applied to the whole spiders thing. So in the past me would have said, fuck the whole shop. We're closed for the whole day. We're not even going in. But current me would be like, okay, well, what size is this spider? And then go find a man to take care of that. But like my fear of spiders was so much so that like when I was in preschool, I made a spider out of like styrofoam ball and pipe cleaners. And then I was afraid of it. And I didn't like it. And I was scared of it. My mom kept it though. It's
that's
like
tough. But hey.
Yeah. And my mom kept it with all my like child shit. And I actually found it. And I was like, oh my God. I was like freaked out by it still.
That's amazing. And then lastly, Katie, like what is your main push? What is your main thing? What is your main motivator? What is your morning drive?
Self-accomplishment. I feel like I have spent the majority of my life doing not a whole lot. I mean, I've done a lot, but not a lot that makes an impact. And now I'm at a point in my life where I need to feel a sense of self-accomplishment. I know this might not sound great, but I love my daughter. I love being a mom, but I don't feel a huge sense of accomplishment in being a mom. There is accomplishment in it, but I love it. But that doesn't give me my sense of self because it's wrapped up in another person. And when you wrap your sense of purpose in anybody else, then you're relying on whoever that is to carry you through. So for me, it's self-accomplishment and building something and saying, I did that. Holy shit, I did that. Like, I want to look back one day and be like, holy shit, I created this whole ass empire. Wow.
Yeah.
I want to look back at this podcast and be like, oh, that was so cute. And you were like, yeah, I mean, whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome. Katie, now go ahead and tell the people how to find you, where to find you, what you offer, and everything in between.
Yeah. So you can find us online at www.cakebombbakery.com. You can order your stuff online, pre-order it, pick it up at our Woodstock outlet shop location. Actually, it's called the Outlet Shops of Atlanta. So you can pick up at the Outlet Shops of Atlanta. We are located at the Outlet Shops in Atlanta between American Eagle and what's the other store? Crocs. Oh my God. What's wrong with me?
I just remember that because like on the invitation to the event, it was just like in between American Eagle and Crocs.
Yeah.
So when I rolled up, I was like, all right, got to find American Eagle and Crocs.
So look for Crocs and look for American Eagle, park near there. And we're in the middle aisleway. We're not in a store. We're like in the middle of the hall, basically. So you can find us there. You can create your own gourmet cake bomb box. Fill it with whatever flavors you want. We offer them in 4, 6, and 12. We offer dessert catering, and we also offer a really cool item. It's our logo cake medallion. So it's like a sugar cookie, but we're way better than sugar cookies. Trust me. Yes, I am coming for you, sugar cookie lovers out there, because yeah, we had a whole thing. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, the logo cake medallions are like a chocolate covered Oreo, but with your logo printed on top, and it's filled with any of our gourmet cake bomb flavors. So it elevates your brand, it makes you look good, and it's not a boring sugar cookie that everyone throws away anyway.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Katie, this was so much fun.
Thanks.
I feel like I got what I wanted out of it.
Wow.
I mean, I got to know you and I got to know the story about how it started and kind of the ins and outs of the business and your goals and what pushes you and inspires you. And I'm lucky to know you, dude. I have no quarrel with the idea that Bomb Babes will be a national brand. And we'll keep saying it will be to keep speaking it into existence because, again, the product is good. It's great even. And with a good product, the rest just comes. And with a dope leader as well that is unapologetically herself and just knows what she's doing and isn't doing anything shitty or just she's doing the damn thing. She's grinding. She's got her location. And I'm just lucky to know you. I can't wait to see where Bombay's goes. I can't wait to see where you go.
Cool.
This was really cool for me. So thank you for that.
Thanks. I'm really excited about all of this. I have those like visions of me on those talk shows, like I don't know, Good Morning America or whatever those ones are. And looking back on all of these opportunities that I've had leading up to this point, I'm so excited to see what happens. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
I can't wait. Guys, so I'll make sure the link to her website is in the description of the episode. So if you're interested, if you've got an event coming up, if you just want to get yourself a treat, you can go visit, check it out, pre-order you some, go pick it up, and follow her on the socials. Get out there. We'll more on that later. But yeah, follow along. It'll be in the description of the episode so that you can just scroll down to it, click it, and get to exactly what you want. Like I said at the top of the episode, Your Morning Drive on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all of the social platforms. Follow along. I appreciate it very much. We love you. Take care. See you next time. Bye.